Well, hello, my name's Drew Roy. I play Hal Mason on Falling Skies.
Awesome. So this new season is going to be super exciting. And where do you see Hal going? Or where can you tell the fans Hal is kind of going this season?
In this upcoming fourth season, with the way that things are going to end in the third season, I was just talking with Sarah Carter in all these interviews, and we talked about it when we were actually shooting it. There's some very interesting things that happen between the two of them that are very unexpected, and I think the two of them thought that they were grounded in each other as much as you could be, but a particular circumstance comes up and has them question everything that they are. So I'm really excited about that in regards to Hal, but also having lived through this evil Hal sequence. I've always played Hal as this very confident guy that has a hard time taking advice from other people, and the fact that he was completely out of control during that embarrassed him a lot. And how could he have completely lost control and gone against his family? So there's a lot of growth that needs to come from this that should be fun to get the speckle in there amongst whatever the storylines are.
So if you yourself were in the Falling Skies universe, would you trust the aliens, or would you keep staying away from them?
You know, I didn't actually have to give a whole lot of thought to that. Like, all the other characters had this dilemma of, do we trust the Volm, do we not trust the Volm? I was so wrapped up in, am I Hal or am I controlled by an alien, that I never actually thought too much about it. I'm an optimist. I'd probably trust him, especially with Dad being president. I'd feel like, well, if you trust him, I'll trust him. So I'll trust him.
And let's get creative for a second. What do you think a Falling Skies video game would be like if you had the creative control to go for it?
It'd be amazing. It'd be called The Adventures of Hal. I love video games, and I would hope it would be like just this ongoing saga as you cruise around things. It'd be cool to have like a little posse, like Second Mass, and you could pick different characters to do different things. You could be Pope if you needed a particular thing done, or Tom if you needed to be a little more wild. It'd be fun. I would want it to be very vast, like a Zelda game or something.
So Hal is pretty deeply involved in a couple of relationships throughout the show. What is the one that stands out in your mind as like the most important to him at the moment?
Probably Maggie, because he's really found a rock in her. But there's the Karen relationship is an ongoing thing from that first episode. I always felt like that was the first girl that Hal ever fell in love with, and the fact that she was taken from him right in front of him. He blames himself for that. So he's always had that in the back of his mind. Now that she's risen up to be the head alien, I think he just has to wonder sometimes how much of that was his doing. But I'd say those two, they come in a close second, if not a tie for first.